Champagne is synonymous with celebration, luxury, and prestige. And among the most revered names in the world of sparkling wines is Krug. A name that has stood the test of time, crafting some of the finest champagnes in history. But what makes Krug so special? And how did this legendary house rise to global prominence? Join us as we uncork the fascinating history of Krug Champagne. Our story begins in the 19th century with a visionary, Joseph Krug. Born in Mainz, Germany, in 1800, Krug was a man of ambition and passion. He moved to France and, by the 1830s, found himself working at Jacquesin, one of the leading champagne houses of the time. But Joseph had a dream, to create a champagne that delivered exceptional quality, year after year, regardless of nature's unpredictability. In 1843, he made that dream a reality by founding Krug NC in Reims. Unlike other houses that relied solely on vintage wines, Joseph pioneered the concept of a prestige multi-vintage blend, what we know today as Krug Grande Cuvée. Joseph Krug meticulously documented his philosophy in a personal notebook, outlining his belief that champagne should be crafted from a vast library of reserve wines, ensuring consistency and depth. He built extensive cellars and sourced the finest grapes from vineyards across the Champagne region. His approach was radical for the time, aging wines longer, fermenting in oak barrels, and blending multiple vintages for unparalleled complexity. Krug's method defied the trend of relying solely on vintage years and created a unique house style, rich, powerful, and elegant. The mid-19th century was a turbulent time, with France facing economic and political upheaval. Yet, Krug's commitment to excellence set it apart. By the late 1800s, the house had gained recognition among European aristocracy, including the British royal family and Russian nobility. Joseph Krug's son, Paul Krug, took the reins after his father's passing in 1866 and continued the legacy. Under his leadership, the brand expanded, further refining the art of blending and aging. The 20th century brought both challenges and triumphs. World War I devastated much of the Champagne region, yet Krug persevered. During World War II, Krug, like many prestigious houses, was forced to navigate Nazi occupation while protecting its cellars. Despite these hardships, the brand continued to thrive. By the 1970s, under the leadership of Henri Krug, the house introduced Krug Rose, an innovation that combined traditional elegance with a bold, expressive style. By the late 20th century, Krug had firmly established itself as the pinnacle of luxury champagne. In 1999, the house was acquired by LVMH, the world's leading luxury goods conglomerate. Despite this change, Krug remained deeply rooted in its traditions, with the Krug family still involved in its meticulous winemaking process. One of the defining features of Krug today is its individual vineyard champagnes, such as Clos du Mesnil and Clos d'Ambonnet, single-plot, single-vintage masterpieces that showcase the terroir of Champagne like never before. Today, Krug continues to be a symbol of prestige, enjoyed by connoisseurs, collectors, and those who appreciate the artistry of fine champagne. Each bottle undergoes an extensive aging process, often spending more than a decade in Krug's cellars before reaching the glass. Whether it's the legendary Krug Grande Cuvée, the refined elegance of Krug vintage, or the exclusivity of Clos du Mesnil, Krug remains a beacon of excellence in the world of champagne. From the vision of Joseph Krug to its status as a global icon, Krug Champagne represents a dedication to craftsmanship that few can match. It is more than just a drink, it is an experience, a story in every sip. Here's to the legacy of Krug, timeless, elegant, and always exceptional. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through the history of Krug Champagne, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories of luxury, history, and craftsmanship. Cheers!